begrüße Sie zum vierten Interview im Rahmen der Session Industrielle Kommunikation. Ich werde jetzt von Schwäbisch auf Englisch umschalten. I will switch from Swabian to English. Maybe it
Perfect.
gets a
Thank
little
you. Thank you for
difficult.
that.
Okay. And I just welcome John Yu, CEO of the company Packetcraft. It's an American company. And we will talk about Bluetooth in industry. The title is Bluetooth Third Wave of Innovation Enables Commercial and Industrial Applications and not just consumer applications. My first question, John, what do you mean by the third wave of innovation with regard to Bluetooth?
Sure. So a lot of us understand Bluetooth, the first wave, that's already in our phones, in our earbuds, right? So classic audio is where we see the first wave of innovation. The second wave is in the IoT space, where you might have a Fitbit watch, so it's a lot of data transfer. The third wave is what we're experiencing now. Okay, so this is one is with the new LE audio with Auracast. It's also the new 5.4 specification with PAWR. So this is a topology that can support industrial with one gateway that can talk to 32,000 nodes, right? And the next another innovation, the third wave, is with channel sounding, and channel sounding is the high accuracy distance measurement. So that's what we mean by third wave of innovation.
The third wave means more scalability.
Different use cases.
Okay.
So I think so where traditionally we see point to point in Bluetooth, we're now seeing new topologies. So Auracast is the broadcast case, so one broadcaster to infinite number of receiving devices, and PAWR being one gateway to 32,000 nodes. So it's new topologies for new use cases.
And you have just told Bluetooth gains momentum in industries. What do you think, how prevalent is Bluetooth in industrial applications currently?
Currently, yeah. So Bluetooth. So ABI just put out a report saying that in 2024, Bluetooth will ship 107 million devices in the industrial space, primarily in the asset tracking. So this is where you may have really low-cost throwaway asset trackers that may be on a label that you can just paste on a carton, and it can be tracked with some gateway device, some Bluetooth gateway device. But it's interesting that we're also seeing there's an announcement earlier by Hubble Networks where they can track Bluetooth devices out in space with satellite. So you can actually even so when you're outside of the range of your gateway, you can do asset tracking with simple Bluetooth devices. So asset tracking is a popular place for current industrial applications.
Does Bluetooth make sense maybe for autonomous mobile robots?
So there is, so with PAWR, there is a move towards sensor networks and condition monitoring of maintenance and performance of the industrial space and in the industrial, so the industrial IoT space. So there is a network topology now that can support sensor networks. That is true, yes.
What do you think for which industrial applications is Bluetooth particularly suitable?
Once again, what applications?
For which applications is Bluetooth particularly suitable?
I see. So again, asset tracking is what's shipping today.
Yes.
And we believe that with PAWR, we can build sensor networks, sort of warehouse scale, room scale networks that can do the industrial sensor networks.
But if you if you say Bluetooth gains momentum just now, in which applications is Bluetooth currently being used in industry?
In the industrial space, yeah,
Yes.
asset tracking, and it has to do with
As
sort of the low cost form of Bluetooth, and the low power too is another good nice feature about Bluetooth. We're seeing a lot of batteryless applications, so energy harvest through RF waves or through solar or through even piezoelectric energy harvested, and being able to put Bluetooth anywhere, and even the throwaway, put it on the carton, put it on the product. And we're even seeing applications where you could put a Bluetooth tag on the carton of some of your actual product, and monitor and asset track it from factory all the way to the shelves of the store. This is another application.
and maybe sensors which are difficult to reach or difficult to put a cable on them.
Sure. So where cable harness and the hard to reach sensors, yeah, absolutely. Bluetooth has a great application in that area.
And how can Bluetooth interact with other wired and wireless communication technologies such as industrial Ethernet or OPCOA or Wi-Fi
Yeah,
or fifth generation
sure.
mobile?
Yeah, so Bluetooth, the advantage of Bluetooth, one is the low power, right? So connecting to some sort of gateway to get to the backbone. But we can have multiple gateways. Bluetooth has the flexibility of talking to multiple gateways. So the interaction with Ethernet or Met or some sort of backbone can be easily done with sort of a gateway. But yeah, so that's one way to kind of interact with some of the existing industrial.
With a gateway, is there mapping as connection technology?
Is there a sorry
Mapping
mapping?
mapping from one protocol to another,
Um,
or
there,
protocol
there, there,
convert?
there can be device. So there are device management
Okay.
from cloud to device. We can. You can publish serial numbers all the way up to the cloud. So there are some ways to map other technologies on top. That is true. Yeah. I'd say maybe one of the other advantages that Bluetooth can provide in the industrial space is the compatibility. We're all familiar with how we can pair, our Bluetooth device with our phones, and how our Fitbits connect to our phones. And if we get a new phone, right, we don't have to worry about compatibility; it just works. And we can kind of see that compatibility happen even in the industrial space, where you might need a sensor, you might need to locate a sensor and talk to the sensor directly with your compatible phone or your compatible tablet. So there are some other advantages that Bluetooth can bring, already being very popular in other devices.
And which benefits does Bluetooth have compared with standards like Zigbee or Matter or Z-Wave or
Sure. Again, it has to do with compatibility. Bluetooth is in 100% of cell phones and tablets, so you have that automatic compatibility. But I also want to bring your attention to the earbuds. Earbuds and hearing aids are now having Bluetooth Auracast built into it. So that gives us the ability to have accessories to the ear. So if you need that sensor that might be on your machine to have a warning, go directly, and maybe in the industrial space, you need to wear hearing protection. Well, you can have the sensor, instead of going up to the cloud or to the gateway, to some sort of infrastructure, some real-time warnings and alerts can go directly to the ears of the factory workers, right? So there's other compatibility with third party that Bluetooth can also bring, that may be not seen by some competing technologies.
that means Bluetooth has capabilities to connect HMI devices like augmented reality or virtual reality or audio to machines?
That's a good question. So the ABI research also said another growth area around industrial space is the augmented reality, where Bluetooth is in the audio space. So it can connect to like hearing aids or third-party hearing devices. It can have alerts directly from the sensors, but it's also in the real-time controls. So if you have hands-on like controls to the augmented reality, I can do that. But it can also have connections to the tags, the sensor tags that are on the products for asset control. So a lot of wireless technology that can be integrated into the VR, XR type devices.
There are very many applications for Bluetooth in industry and for Bluetooth third generation as well.
And again,
General.
I think what Bluetooth is really good as is the compatibility of third-party devices, so, which allows the innovation, right? So when you open up the market to have third parties invent and add their value on top of standard products, you get the innovation in the market. So and you get the compatibility, and as the warehouse or the infrastructure often can go to these third parties and this marketplace of devices to get the innovation and the exact products they need. And that's what Bluetooth has always been good at, because they define higher layer profiles to allow these devices to communicate and provide that innovation.
Okay. What further developments of Bluetooth specifications have been made in recent years, and which are planned for the foreseeable future?
Sure. And so currently the current Bluetooth spec is Bluetooth 5.4. 5.4 brings this topology, or this transport called PAWR, periodic advertising with responses, and this allows this star topology, one gateway to up to 32,000 nodes, and so you can imagine deploying this in a warehouse where you can have even multiple gateways to actually have tens of thousands of nodes, bidirectional communication in a warehouse, right? So that's what's available today. Bluetooth is also looking at, so that Bluetooth announced channel sounding. So this is high accuracy distance measurement between two Bluetooth devices, measuring down to half a meter of accuracy. So you can see how this may enhance the industrial space to, and say, for example, in asset tracking, know how far away your device is, or if you have multiple channel sounding devices, you can triangulate exactly where, in an RTLS system, exactly where the device that you're looking for is. So that's what's coming up this year in Bluetooth, and then in the future versions of Bluetooth, Bluetooth has also announced higher bands. So in the 5 gigahertz range of in operation, as well as high data throughput. So that's some of the new features that Bluetooth is working on.
And within the next 3 years, or do you have a roadmap for longer time? You can.
So, so the roadmap timeline is what I can say about the roadmap is the channel sounding is the next is scheduled for the next Bluetooth release, which would be typically around this year.
And Bluetooth has a booth on the Embedded World.
Bluetooth is not here at Embedded World, but come see us. Packetcraft is at Embedded World, and you're welcome to come visit us, and we're happy to answer any Bluetooth questions that you might have.
Okay, and what can visitors see or on your booth?
So we're demonstrating LE audio, which is an emerging technology, but we're also demonstrating, or we're also talking about our PAWR that is the network topology that can support industrial. And we also have an Auracast demo where we can take simple sensor devices. So this is
Okay.
a Zurio sensor that can that's been selling for years now. We upgraded it with our software. It can still do all the sensor applications, but we've also added the ability to make announcements, and that's what we're showing in our booth today.
Okay, John. Thank you very much for
Thank
the
you.
information.
Pleasure to be here.
Okay. Thank you very much.